Hi everyone, I'm Paul Hendrick and welcome to this Molson Canadian Classic Game in an Hour here on Leafs TV. In the 1970s, the Maple Leafs were being reconstructed into a Stanley Cup contender by clever general manager Jim Gregory. He'd accumulated the likes of such stars as Darryl Sittler, Lanny McDonald, Ian Turnbull, and Boreas Salming. They were accompanied by a cast of character players alongside goaltender Mike Palmateer. Their head coach was Roger Neilson. And in the spring of 1978, they'd move into the quarterfinals against a budding dynasty in the Islanders and their head coach, Al Arbour. They boasted of such players as Potvin, Trottier, and Bossy, and this was going to be tough. April 27, 1978, again, Game 6, the Leafs faced with elimination and minus the likes of star defender Boreas Salming out because of injury. Bill Hewitt has the play-by-play, so let's go to a loud and raucous Maple Leaf Gardens here on Leafs TV.
And we have Ryan Trottier facing off at center ice with Darryl Sittler, Maloney, and Dave Williams, along with Trevor Johansson, Ian Turnbull, Trottier, Nystrom, and Gillies, along with Lewis and Dennis Potvin. We're underway. And the puck is cleared back into Leaf territory. That's Ian Turnbull shooting it around on the boards for Maloney. Maloney let it go. Picked up by Turnbull to Maloney. Up the left wing at center. Gets his shot. It's a bouncer. Goes right to Resch, and he holds onto it for a faceoff.
Well, before the game tonight, Al Arbour, the Islander coach, seemed very calm and composed when I talked to him down in front of the Islander dressing room. He tasted champagne from the cup 4 times as a player. Now he'd like a little sip as a coach.
Maloney, number 9. Lanny McDonald, number 7. And Sittler, 27, as it's Dave Lewis. Trying to work his way out. Gives it to Dennis Potvin. Potvin covered by Lanny McDonald. The puck goes loose. 2 Islanders head on. Harris and Trottier. The loose puck. Maloney leaves it for Sittler, and he drove it wide and up over the glass. But Harris and Trottier hit together, and they're both hurt.
McDonald took advantage of that play, racing in over the line after the 2 Islanders collided. There's Trottier trying to shake that one off. Here, it happened right here. What a collision at center ice. They were slow to get up from that one. Ryan Trottier still shaken up. He may have taken a rap right on the jaw from his teammate.
All ready to go. The puck is dropped. Maloney gets into the circle. The puck taken by Jerry Hart, cleared it over to Nystrom. Nystrom going up with Bill Harris. The long shot ends up behind the net, cleared by Johansson to Turnbull. Ian Turnbull back to the goal. He's trying to work it out. Trevor Johansson to Lanny McDonald. Tried to relay it for Maloney. Picked up by Bob Bourne. Bourne is checked. Sittler's got a chance with Turnbull. Throwing right in on goal. Right in goes Stevie Gard.
The Leafs open first. Sittler gets a break and goes in with Turnbull. Used Turnbull as the decoy. Took one shot, got his own rebound. Made no mistake on that. 1-0 Leafs. And the crowd is standing. Look at this fake shot as the Islanders back in. There's the shot by Sittler. He gets the rebound. Turnbull might have had it if Sittler hadn't put it in. Oh boy, I said they came in all sizes and descriptions tonight. I wasn't kidding. Sittler starts it off for the Leafs. His third goal at 2:49.
Ian Turnbull. Time 2:49. Darryl Sittler from Ian Turnbull. Time 2:49.
Stefan Pearson had to back in on his goaltender, and the Leafs, well, they'd like to win this one for King Salming. Pearson 7 backing in. The rebound to Sittler. The captain gets it up and over as Pearson sprawls in the crease.
Goes back from Boutet to Ian Turnbull. Out of Maple Leafs, leading 1-0. A quick pass for Pat Boutet, intercepted by Lewis and shot back into the Leaf zone. And Trevor Johansson back in the net into the corner. Now he's trying to get it out. He's covered by Trottier, who's back out there now after having an ice pack on the side of his head. Running into Bill Harris. The puck from Turnbull up at center goes down the ice. That's going right to Resch. Lewis picks it up for the Islanders. Shot it around on the boards. It's brought in offside by Trevor Johansson. Face off outside the blue line.
Roger Nielsen, he's well aware of the fact that the team that scores the first goal in the game normally wins the hockey game. Statistics point that out. He just wants to get one step closer to the Stanley Cup than last year's team.
On the faceoff, it goes back to Lewis, over to Potvin. Potvin back to Lewis again. Lewis comes out over the blue line, a long pass, knocked down by Ian Turnbull. Turnbull for Sittler. Sittler knocks it over the line. Lewis knocks it back out again. There's going to be a penalty here.
Bryan Trottier takes the first penalty of the game for high sticking here at 3:35. Trottier was injured in the early moments of play. Now he's in the penalty box, and the Leafs have scored first. Goal by Sittler from Turnbull at 2:49.
And they've given another ice pack down in the penalty box for his cheekbone. From the faceoff, Lanny McDonald. The Valiquette didn't go!
Power play goal, and twice now the Leafs have come off the bench. Two quick goals have put them in front 2-0. With Trottier in the box, serving a high-sticking penalty. Here's the setup. Valiquette, who played a big game on home ice in Game 4, gets the second Leaf goal.
Valiquette. Assist number 7.
Here's the
Lanny
play again.
McDonald.
Lanny McDonald.
And
Turnbull
number
again
27,
moving up, but
Darryl
Valiquette
Sittler.
is right off the
Time
crease and puts it in
3:40.
behind Resch. 51 seconds between
Jack
goals.
Valiquette
Sittler
from
and
Lanny
then Valiquette.
McDonald and Darryl Sittler. Time 3:40.
3:40 the time. Sittler and McDonald get assists, and Valiquette scored. He's happy, huh?
Boy, is he ever. Toronto Maple Leafs go in front 2-0 with 16 minutes, 20 seconds remaining in the first period. Jimmy Jones, Pat Boutette, Ron Ellis, Brian Glennie, Randy Carlyle. They shoot the puck in again, race in after it. Butler had a piece of it, picked up by Stephen Pearson over on the wing, and Gillies left it there and then chopped it into the corner. Islanders with Pearson. Over to Jerry Hart for Trottier. Trottier coming up to center. Given a bump by Jones. Comes over to Pearson again over the red line. Times the puck in around on the board. Andy Carlyle to Jerry Butler. Out it comes for Pat Boutette. Knocked down by Bossy. Intercepted by Butler. Knocked it over the line. Pearson then gets it over to Jerry Hart. Up at center for Hart. Over the line. And that one is called back. Bit of a high sticking going on.
Kazicki and Glennie in there.
This Stanley Cup 78 from Maple Leaf Gardens in Toronto.
Closed captioning on Leafs TV is brought to you by Valet Inco.
I think the only thing in your backyard that should get turned on is your barbecue. Want more thrills than life normally offers? Frank's Red Hot Buffalo Wing Sauce provides a restaurant-quality flavor that will thrill you in ways a sexy apron never can.
The early bird deadline for the Heart and Stroke Lottery is in 1 week. You could win $300 grand just for buying early. The Heart and Stroke Lottery has the best odds ever. 1 in 3. There are 3 grand prizes of $1 million. Millions more in exciting prizes. And when you support life-saving heart and stroke research, everybody wins. The early bird deadline is in 1 week.
So, are you ready to win? Call now. It's your best odds ever. 1 in 3.
It doesn't matter if you're on the asphalt, on the regular course, in the sun, or in the shade. I mean, you're going to compete your hardest. It could be 9-9 for half an hour, and you'll be spending, you know, the rest of the time trying to get 1 point. You got to have somebody fast, somebody that can pass and shoot, and then you got to have, like, your little finesse guy. I've got my team. You got yours?
NBA 3-on-3 presented by Rogers. Brought to you by Speed Stick 24/7.
When I lose control, it's very dangerous to be around me.
On June 13th, the Marvel superhero experience becomes incredible. The Incredible Hulk.
set now for the face-off in the Leafs zone to the left. Comes back to the blue line. Jerry Hart let it go, and that's wide of the net. Trevor Johansson ahead for Jerry Butler. Hit him on the skate. Didn't get it out. By Gillies. Hit. Butler is dumped. There's going to be a tripping penalty there to Jerry Hart for tripping.
Let's catch the replay on that as Butler unleashes the pass and then is upended by Hart.
To Jerry Hart. 2 minutes for kneeing. Time 9:19. Jerry Hart for kneeing.
A knee penalty to Jerry Hart.
Set to go now. The Leafs with their new wrinkle of a power play. They have Valiquette, Stan Weir, Lanny McDonald, Daryl Sittler, and Ian Turnbull. Leafs trying to work the puck out of their own zone. Over to Sittler. Off his stick. Jack Valiquette goes back to Sittler again. Over to Turnbull. Turnbull behind the net. Trying to bring it out. Over for Valiquette. Up to Stan Weir. He goes over the line. A pass for Lanny McDonald. Lanny McDonald to Valiquette. Valiquette in the corner. Back to Lanny McDonald. Back to Turnbull. A shot. Just missed. Daryl Sittler into Valiquette. Valiquette back to Sittler. Over to Turnbull again. Here comes the drive. And that one's deflected wide. Harris gets it out to center ice. Stan Weir to Turnbull. Over to Sittler. Back to Valiquette. Up for Lanny McDonald. He drives it to the other side. Harris clears it out. Turnbull has the puck. Back to Daryl Sittler. Sittler with 43 seconds left in the penalty. Over the line. Stops. Shoots it into the corner. Stan Weir is there. Over to Lanny McDonald. Lanny McDonald. Two Leaf players are knocked down. Trying to get it back to Sittler. Dave Lewis. Checked by Lanny McDonald. Lanny McDonald goes behind the net. Comes out on the side. Still has it. Into Valiquette. Valiquette right in front of the line. Scores! Lanny McDonald.
Valiquette is hurt on the play. Getting up slowly. McDonald scores for the Leafs. He breaks the drought. And it's 3-0 on the power play. The revamped power play for the Leafs pays off twice now early in the first period. And Valiquette has been a key man. He shoveled that pass to McDonald. He got it up.
Toronto
Upper
goal
corner,
scored by number
3-0
7,
Leafs.
Lanny McDonald. Assist
Here's the good
number
play by
8,
Valiquette as
Jack Valiquette.
McDonald cruised in at just above the glove of Glenn Resch from short range.
From Jack Valiquette.
McDonald
Time
still wearing the bird cage to
11:03.
protect that broken nose. And he's had so much trouble scoring, and he gets his second goal at 11:03 first period on the power play.
There's the time remaining in the first period as Lanny McDonald from Valiquette at 11:03. And it's now for Randy Carlyle. The Leafs lead it 3-0. A long shot. Glenn Resch gloves that. Williams is there. And they hold it.
We've got a 7:11 time on the clock. 7 minutes, 11 seconds left to play first period. Leafs in front, 3-0.
Here's back to Turnbull, a shot. He scores!
Did Stan Weir tip it in? Looked like he did. 4-0 Leafs. Turnbull took the long, low shot. It trickled through the pads of Glenn Resch. Nobody expected this kind of a start from the Leafs tonight. Nobody I know. Turnbull's shot. Redirected by Weir. He'll get credit because he tipped it just before it went through the pads of Glenn Resch. Watch it from this angle. See if you don't agree. Hits the stick of Stan Weir. Through the pads into the corner of the goal. 4-0 Leafs
Toronto
in
goal
front.
scored by number 2, Ian Turnbull.
Well,
Assist
they've given it to
number
Turnbull.
14, Stan Weir.
We'll see if they change it.
12:53. Ian Turnbull from Stan Weir. Time 12:53.
12:53.
Brian, I think they'll change that. I think they'll change that.
I think they're changing goalies as well, I believe. Glenn Resch has gone to the bench. Whether he took himself out or Arbor removed him, we'll see. Bill Smith now. Gosharet with a word of thanks to the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Number 14, Stan Weir. Assist number 2, Ian Turnbull.
They have
time
changed it.
12:53.
12:53 remains the time. Weir gets credit from Turnbull on the long shot. This guy could have been picked up in the draft early in the year by any other club. And the Leafs are thanking their lucky stars that they still have him. He's been very valuable since he came back up
Now
to
in
the Central
goal for
League.
New
And
York
now Bill
Islanders,
Smith
wearing number
takes
31,
over in
Bill
goal.
Smith.
His first appearance in the quarterfinals. Bill Smith in goal.
Toronto Maple Leafs 4, the Islanders nothing. 7:05 remaining in the first period. Bill Smith in the nets now for the Islanders as Turnbull flips into the crowd.
And there's the score. Toronto in front. 4-0 for any late tuners in. That may come as a surprise. 18 seconds to play. First period.
Goes back to Dennis Potvin. Potvin over to Lewis. Back to Potvin. Potvin in his own blue line up the center ice. Shoots it in. That bounces. And it took a crazy hop off the boards and went over the glass.
Including tonight's game, there will have been 29 games played so far in the playoffs this year. Last year, there were 30 games through the end of the quarterfinals, a total which would be equaled if the Leafs win this one tonight. There's Turnbull. He leads both teams with 8. Well, he's got 10 playoff points now. We just picked up 2 for him here in this first period.
Dennis Potvin over on the side. Third, a long shot, and that one goes over the glass as well, just as the bell goes to end the first period.
This is the Rona Vancouver 2010 fabrication shop. Thousands of items are being built here for the 2010 Olympic and Paralympic Winter Games. What makes this place truly special, though, is that a few months ago, these builders had no carpentry experience. These trainees all faced life challenges that had kept them from integrating into the workforce. Now, while they build for the Olympic Games, they're also building self-confidence and gaining tools for a better life. Not every Olympic dream is an athletic one. Rona, the Canadian how-to people.
Traditional and completely unique. The flavor of Korean grilling. New President's Choice Memories of Korean Barbecue. Great on the grill, perfect on short ribs.
President's Choice. Worth switching supermarkets for.
Oh no, I have a biology exam tomorrow and I'm wiped.
Don't stress. Come here. I'll help you study.
Oh, forget it. It's not the hands-on part I'm worried about. It's the theory. I can't study them both at once. I'm just too tired.
Yes, you can. Just drink a Red Bull. It revitalizes your body and mind.
And then what?
Well, first we take care of the hands-on. Then you can study the theory part. Red Bull gives you wings.
Well, actually, Red Bull helps to temporarily restore mental alertness or wakefulness when experiencing fatigue or drowsiness.
From the guys who saw 300 comes the unrated Pit of Death edition of Meet the Spartans. With unrated material so hot, all other DVDs will feel inadequate. Meet the Spartans, the unrated Pit of Death edition. Now available on DVD and Blu-ray high def.
Darryl Sittler, Lanny McDonald, and Dan Maloney out there now for the Leafs. From the face-off, Maloney brings that puck right out with Lanny McDonald. Lanny McDonald gets it over the line, trying to get a hold of it, and Bob Bourne got in ahead of him. Maloney was there, though, trying to get it out in front. Bob Bourne given a hit by Lanny McDonald. And Dave Lewis shoots the puck in. Trevor Johansson touched it. Icing is the call against the Islanders.
I mentioned Bob Nystrom in the first period and how he has been very prominent for the Islanders throughout. He said once he wished he had a shot like Lanny McDonald of the Leafs. He scored the winning goal, 8:02 of overtime. One happy fellow. He was a little down in the mouth, and who could blame him after his agent walked off and cost him $150,000 a few months back. That would shock any hockey player.
Lanny McDonald shot one wide right from the faceoff. Ian Turnbull inside the blue line, shot around to Dan Maloney behind the net. Nobody covering him. He got it out in front. It's cleared to Nystrom. Nystrom covered by Lanny McDonald. Cleared over to Bob Bourne, over the line, drop pass, a shot. Palmateer stopped that. And he gets up slowly. It's cleared near Lanny McDonald, going behind the net, into the corner. Stops, holds it against the boards. Mike Palmateer goes for a skate. That one seemed to catch the inside of his ankle.
Yeah, it took a crazy bounce. Palmateer may have caught him on the inside of the leg. Let's see now. It was Kazicki's shot. Turned the skate outside. Maybe that caught him on the ankle or the inside of the leg, and it stung him.
Ian Turnbull's going down to have a chat with him right now. Well, Turnbull comes back after reporting to the coach, Roger Nielsen, that he's okay. We have 15 minutes and 59 seconds to play in the second period. With the Leafs leading 4-0. Zittler, Valiquette, McDonald, and Weir in the first period. Puck out to center. Shot back by Gillies into his own zone. Brought back down. Shot wide of the Leafs net. Back for it is Andy Carlisle. Stands against the board. Puck comes loose. And it's picked up by Jimmy Jones. Able to get it out. Bert Marshall keeping it in with Gillies. Gillies centered it. It's knocked out. There's a race for the puck. Pat Boutet trying to get into the clear. Does. Going right in and goal. She scores!
Pat Boutet in a race with Pat Price. The two Pats and the older Pat Boutet outraced the younger Pat Price, number 3, all the way down the ice. Price knew he was beaten from the blue line in. Hats off to Pat Boutet on a spectacular rush. Now, Price started out with a stride lead. Boutet has caught up with him and passed him at the blue line. A good burst by the Leaf winger. A little corner there. He picks it. 5-0.
Pat
Leafs
Boutet
in front.
unassisted. Time 4:36.
4:36 the time. Unassisted. Boutet scores.
Pat Boutet with dazzling speed, getting into the clear and making it count. And the Leafs lead at 5-0. Butler is given a shot that goes to Jimmy Jones, to Randy Carlisle. Cleared it to the blue line, but not out. Here's a chance for Flossie a shot. Palmateer stopped that. Goes up for Pat Boutet again. With Jerry Butler and Jimmy Jones over the line. And it's picked off there and cleared around by Pat Price. Gillies gets the puck to center ice. Cleared by Drouin over the line. Called offside. Well, we're all set to go now, and Stan Weir, Pat Boutet, and Jack Valiquette is back after his injury, playing on the left wing. This is his first shift since he was hurt. Back up the ice for Pat Price. Up the center for the Islanders. Over the Leaf line. Got around Turnbull. Left it for Merrick. And that shot was deflected wide, and the Leafs race after it. Stan Weir, a long pass for Pat Boutet. Going back to get it is Marshall. Marshall bumps into Boutet. The puck came out in front, and it's grabbed by Bill Smith. Weir and Howard having a few words.
Weir and Boutet and Valiquette making things happen out there tonight. Here's Weir in with Howard along the boards, and they get all tied up. Now Howard takes a swing at him. points in the playoffs. If the Leafs win tonight, they're one game closer to the Stanley Cup than the Leaf team was last year. If they lose, they're dead even. And if they win, Game 7 on the island, Saturday night, 8 o'clock Eastern Time.
Well, now they've got Williams, Walker, and Maloney out there.
Look out. Trouble in the Gardens now.
On the face-off, the puck back in the net. Williams after it. Down goes Marshall. There's going to be a tripping penalty. A long shot. Palmateer's got that. And we have a penalty coming up to Williams.
All it took was a cup of coffee to set things in motion. A simple cup of coffee you bought this camp day at Tim Hortons. Because of you, store owners are able to send over 13,000 kids to camp this summer, where they'll have the opportunity to learn about courage, trust, confidence. Lessons that'll last a lifetime. From all of us at Tim Hortons, thank you. Tim Horton Children's Foundation, where kids discover their best.
Passers, shooters, dribblers, come out and show your game at this year's tournament. Sign up and get exclusive 3-on-3 gear and compete for cash prizes. Enter early for your chance to win a trip to NBA Europe Live 2008, sponsored by EA Sports. Register now. By Rogers.
Radiohead, the best of. Available in 2 versions. One CD collection includes 17 tracks. The special edition 2 CD set adds 13 additional tracks. The best of Radiohead, available now wherever music is sold.
Are you sitting comfortably? The next episode is about to begin.
In the next episode, nobody will talk. Everybody will sing. The next episode is a punk pop opera.
It's a remix of a remix.
Little hush, please. The next episode is about to begin.
Center, Drew Drouin now with Gillies and Bossy. Drouin gets it back to Dennis Potvin. He missed it. Ran into the linesman. Gary Butler shoots it down. Goes in behind the net. And the Islanders right away are back in their own zone. Pat Price. Up at center, right down to Turnbull. Turnbull cleared it over the blue line. It's back. Gillies took a shot. Ian Turnbull long off the glass. On the face-off, it goes to the corner. Trevor Johansson clearing it to the blue line, but not out. It goes to Bossy. Bossy having difficulties. Gets it over to Drouin. Drouin back. That shot broke the stick. A shot that goes deflecting wide. Jid Drouin. Trying to center it. He shot it back to Dennis Potvin. Here comes his shot. That goes to Palmateer. Cleared up in front. Jimmy Jones has it with Jerry Butler. Butler goes into the corner. Follows the puck in behind the net. Dennis Potvin beat him to it. Pat Price. 48 seconds left in the penalty. 5-0. The Leafs lead with 6 minutes remaining to play in the second period. Up at center for the Islanders. They just shoot the puck in. Palmateer then to Jimmy Jones. Jones around on the boards, goes after it himself. Gets it up to center. Islanders come up with it, and that's Jid Drouin. Drouin chased back by Jimmy Jones. Up at center for Dennis Potvin over the line. Potvin trying to find a man in position. He did. The backhand was wide of the net by Bossy. And it's cleared around on the boards again. Comes back to the blue line. Dennis Potvin over to Pearson. Pearson's past the Bossy, and that was stopped. They go to the boards, and Bossy was hit hard.
Howitt got all tied up. Bossy's down on the ice. Howitt got involved with Turnbull and Palmateer as they scrambled in front of Palmateer. And now they have Bossy on the stretcher. Wellesley Hospital just 4 or 5 blocks away. Gloria Salming still in Wellesley Hospital and will be for a few more days. Sportsmanlike crowd here at the Gardens.
You got Pat Boutette out there now playing on the left wing with Daryl Sittler and Lanny McDonald. Puck comes back to Henning. Shot! Mike Palmateer stopped that. Carlisle in the corner. He's jammed against the board. Sittler gets the puck loose to Carlisle. Carlisle around to Pat Boutette, who lets it go to the blue line but not out. Ryan Glennie. Or Boutette, he lets it go. Pearson passed it. Lanny McDonald goes after it. It's knocked out. Carlisle races up. Gets over the line to Sittler. Sittler back to Lanny McDonald. Pat Boutette trying to get it. And it's picked up by Pearson. And the lead player then, Pat Boutette, went after Pearson. The long pass now up on the right side for Harris. Gets around Glennie. Randy Carlisle covers. Henning is there. His shot. And then Randy Carlisle came and covered again. Now he's got the puck. Up for Lanny McDonald. McDonald to Sittler. Over the line. Sittler. Checked by Dennis Putfam. Up at center ice. Hart and Merrick. Jerry Hart over the line. His pass intercepted. Lanny McDonald is stopped. Ends up at his leg.
There's the score, 5-0. Leafs in front, 52 seconds left. Mike Bossy injured in the second period, apparently a neck injury, and he's gone to hospital for x-rays.
Back to the net, Bert Marshall. Marshall. A pass. Pat Price. Up to Harris. Harris having difficulty controlling it. Gets it over the line right onto Randy Carlisle's stick. Carlisle moves up through center. And then as he gets over, shoots into the corner. Jimmy Jones going after it. So is Jerry Butler. Comes back, out over the line. Stopped by Randy Carlisle. He bats it right back in again on second effort, and it's offside at the blue line.
Well, Bill, our producers and technicians have been searching for a camera that caught the accident with Bossy. We saw the one in front of the goal or beside the goal. Now here, Bossy 22 in dark, and he's taken into the boards. He hits his head against the boards, and that's when the injury took place.
Set to go. Goes in over the blue line. Shot out by the Islanders. Kazicki trying to get by Carlisle, and he couldn't. Bert Marshall with 10 seconds remaining in the period. Shoots the puck in. Round on the boards. Balaket jammed. Flips it up for Jimmy Jones. Balaket wasting time just as the bell goes to end the second period.
Passers, shooters, dribblers, come out and show your game at this year's tournament. Sign up and get exclusive 3-on-3 gear and compete for cash prizes. Enter early for your chance to win a trip to NBA Europe Live 2008, sponsored by EA Sports. Register now. By Rogers.
Next, please. Next, please. Icebreaker scum?
Yeah. In nice little...
Cubes.
Yeah.
Refreshingly cool Icebreakers gum. A better way to break the ice.
Hey, Janet! Hey, good to see you! Oh my gosh, you'll never guess who I ran into. Do you remember Jennifer?
Is that Nice Cap Supreme? Oh, that looks good. Who's Jennifer?
Went right over the
Whip topping, whip focus. She might be talking about the chocolate drizzle.
Isn't that incredible?
Delicious news. Delicious news.
With whip topping and chocolate drizzle, Tim Hortons Hazelnut Ice Cap Supreme. Try one today.
I have to go do things. Bye.
So the Leafs, through 2 periods of play, playing with conviction and determination, they led the New York Islanders by a count of 5-0. The Islanders were a budding dynasty in the making. They would win 4 Stanley Cups in the 1980s, and the makings of that dynasty were taking shape as a result of what would happen in this series, as heartbreaking as it was for them. Toronto 5, the Islanders no score. Let's go back to Maple Leaf Gardens once again with play-by-play man Bill Hewitt.
And play just underway now in the 3rd period as the puck is cleared into Leaf territory. Cleared by Trevor Johansson, but not out. And it's Johansson picking it up. A pass for Sittler. Maloney going down the left wing. Over the line for Daryl Sittler. Sittler is checked by Dennis Potvin. Potvin comes back for the Islanders. Over the line, Gillies. The puck goes to the corner. Trevor Johansson is given a bump. Maloney gets in it. And play is called. Referee says no way on another change, so they have to go off the ice. Pat Price. So they have Potvin and Lewis. Jude Drouin has been going all the way at center now between Frank Gillies and Todd Nystrom because of the injury to Brian Trottier. The puck at center. Here's George Ferguson over the line. Takes the shot, but not that. It goes into the corner. Ferguson couldn't get it. Drouin brings it back. Up at center with Gillies. Pass over the line. Gillies trying to cut in. Centered it back. The shot hit the goalpost again. And that one ends up underneath Palmetier. That one hit the other goalpost.
Well, the Islanders...
Oh, it's one in each period.
The Islanders shoot Drouin. Can't believe it. He kept looking over his shoulder, wondering why the light wasn't on. Here's the play again. Drouin is 17. And it was Potvin who got right in front of him, wrapped it off the post. They all look back. And from this angle, you'll get a better look at it. Potvin cruising into the slot, steals the puck off Glennie's stick, off the far post, and it stays out by a foot. Well, looks like we were right in the middle of the crowd at the Nassau County Coliseum Saturday night. Leafs 5, Islanders nothing, 17 minutes left in regulation time.
Goes back to Trevor Johansson to Ian Turnbull. Over the blue line, up at center, a long pass over on the right wing for Kurt Walker. Bob Bourne getting it to Jerry Hart, stopped by George Ferguson, and the Leafs checking. Trevor Johansson's pass for Walker, broken up by Jerry Hart. Over the line for Nystrom. Nystrom covered, Walker covers Bob Bourne. Walker gets the puck out to center ice, race for it, Williams has it. Over the blue line, Williams back to Ferguson. Ferguson shot it for Williams. Back to the goal. And Jerry Hart. Williams along the board, still fights for it. Ferguson is there with him. Williams knocked down by Hart. And Williams has the puck again. Stephen Pearson trying to cover him. Now Walker gets a hold of it. Walker. Covered by Krzyzewski. Now then Williams.
And Bill Smith, the goaltender. They had quite a duo going. Smith doesn't take anything from anybody as a goaltender. Got the sweater up now. Williams was getting very perturbed because Hart and Williams were going at it like a pair of bulldogs in along the boards. And now Billy Smith with a smile on his face and a challenge hurled at Williams. Maybe saying, I got you there. But his wardrobe certainly needs some attention. Bill Smith tried to go for a goal earlier this year. He could have been the first goalie to score in the NHL. Net empty on the other end of the rink. Colorado in town. Islanders leading 3-2. He tried a shot down the ice. It was intercepted by Dave Gardner. And the Rockies tied it up. Again, we look at Randy Carlyle, and another note about Billy Smith. He's had 32 penalty minutes in 25 playoff games. Another line change now. Carlyle playing in his second playoff game of the year.
Jimmy Jones with Ron Ellis and Pat Boutette. Puck taken by Marshall around and hit the board. Bill Harris carrying it to the blue line and out. A long pass ahead. Clark Gillies to drive. He scores! He drove it right between Mike Palmateer's legs.
Well, the crowd at the Gardens groans as Palmateer loses the shutout. A good pass up to Gillies, and he winds into that one with the backswing and the slap shot far to the corner, and it's 5-1. Islanders finally beat Palmateer here in the third period with 15:09 left. Islander captain did the damage.
Scored by number 9, Clark Gillies. Assist number 3, Pat Price. And number 6, Bert Marshall. Time 4:51.
4:51. Gillies from Price and Marshall.
Time 4:51.
Cleared down the ice. The Islanders go back for it. Price after it. 5-1 the score now. 14:47 remaining in the third period. Gillies again with it to Harris. Over the line. Harris, a pass for Gillies. Broken up by Jones. Off the boards, but not out. Comes into Gillies again. A pass in front. Palmateer goes down and covers up.
I think the only thing in your backyard that should get turned on is your barbecue. Want more thrills than life normally offers? Frank's Red Hot Buffalo Wing Sauce provides a restaurant-quality flavor that will thrill you in ways a sexy apron never can.
I'm Joanne Roberts, and I'm a piano teacher. A rock had chipped my windshield, and it had spread right across the driver's side.
Did you know you had a crack in your windshield?
Apple Autoglass took care of everything. They certainly know what they're doing.
Celebrating our 25th anniversary.
There are aspects of my personality that I can't control.
See you shrink.
It's a little bit more complicated than that.
University boat race, where the boys from Cambridge take on the defending champions, Oxford.
They're huge, and half of them in the Olympics. We've lost already.
Not to worry. I've given those tired blokes some Red Bull.
You've given Red Bull to our opponents? We may as well abandon ship right now.
Calm down. Red Bull revitalizes the mind, remember? I only gave it to the ones rowing on the right side of their boat. You see?
Red Bull gives you wings.
Well, actually, Red Bull helps to temporarily restore mental alertness or wakefulness when experiencing fatigue or drowsiness.
Radiohead, the best of. Available in 2 versions. 1 CD collection includes 17 tracks. The special edition 2 CD set adds 13 additional tracks. The best of Radiohead, available now wherever music is sold.
Round of 5, the Islanders won. As we get set to resume play here, it goes back to Ian Turnbull. Turnbull over the blue line. A long lead pass to Pat Boutette. Closing in with a shot. It was from fairly well out, although he left it to shoot. Cleared into the corner. Stan Weir knocking it. Dave Lewis covered by Boutette. Stan Weir and Pat Boutette cleared behind the net into the corner on this side. And Lewis and sticking went on between Lewis and Boutet, and Boutet got a crack on the leg from Bill Smith, the goalkeeper. Keep this up, they're all going to be in the penalty box. Unfortunately, some of them are coming out.
That's right. You know, speaking of penalties, though, the Leaf penalty killing again tonight has been exceptional. The Islanders have had 6 power play opportunities, have failed to score on any of them, so the Leafs are now 2 for 28 in the series, giving up 2 power play goals, 28 opportunities. So we have additional penalties now as Lewis and Boutet. Now, where's Lewis? He's in against the boards. Boutet mauled him a little bit with a left arm. Lewis retaliated.
Time 10:27. For New York Islanders, Dave Lewis high sticking and Bill Smith slashing. For Toronto, Pat Boutet high sticking. Time 10:27.
High sticking penalties at 10:27.
That crack on the leg cost Bill Smith, the goalkeeper, 2 minutes for slashing.
And the goaltender Smith. All at 10:27.
So the Leafs have the odd man playing 5 men to 4. And it's Sittler.
Smith's penalty will be served by number 14, Bob Bourne.
Bob Bourne is serving the penalty. 9:33 remaining in the third period. 5-1 for the Maple Leafs. Sittler wins the draw. Ian Turnbull keeps it in. Too far for Sittler. Sittler goes after it, though. Hooks it to Valakat. Valakat back to Sittler. Back to Valakat. Coming out. Front takes the shot. Another shot. Over wide. Lanny McDonald. Back to Turnbull. Turnbull to Valakat. And Valakat, who was right in front of the net, decided to pass to Sittler. Back to Valakat, coming out in front. And he tried to flip it in the short side. Goes all the way down. Palmatier to Turnbull. Ian Turnbull. A long pass to Lanny McDonald. Lanny McDonald. Back to Turnbull. Over to Sittler. Back to Turnbull. Takes his shot. That's wide. Sittler has it again. Takes his shot over to Valakat. Valakat to Sittler. To Turnbull. Turnbull. Trying to find Lanny McDonald. Over to Sittler. Back for Valakat. He missed it. Clear to the blue line and out. Ian Turnbull over to Lanny McDonald again. They're over the line. Lanny McDonald. To Darryl Sittler. Sittler then to Valakat. Valakat to Sittler. Sittler with the puck. To Valakat. Valakat a shot. Lanny McDonald the rebound. Turnbull waiting for Stan Weir to get on the ice. They got 5 attackers. To Stan Weir. To Darryl Sittler. Takes his shot wide. Turnbull keeping it in. Turnbull working it. Back to Stan Weir. Play is called.
Now we have the delayed penalty. Turnbull very wisely waited till the goaltender, Palmatier, went to the bench on the delay. They got an extra body out there. You can see Palmatier getting some refreshment while he has this break in the action.
This portion of Leafs TV is brought to you by Esquire.
Hey, Steve! Hey! We haven't seen each other since what, high school?
Is that one of those Ice Cap Supremes? Oh, whip topping. Eye contact. Are those brownie crumbles on top and inside? No wonder it's called Supreme. What's he called? Carl? Chris? Oh man, I want to go to Tim Hortons.
That's awesome. So where are you living now?
Tim Hortons.
Huh.
I gotta go.
With real brownie crumbles and whipped topping, Tim Hortons' new chocolate brownie ice cap supreme. Try one today.
Piri Piri Peppers. Heat and flavor in perfect balance. New President's Choice Memories of Portugal Piri Piri Sauce. Famous on chicken, and even better on shrimp.
President's Choice. Worth switching supermarkets for.
It doesn't matter if you're on the asphalt, on the regular course, in the sun, or in the shade. I mean, you're going to compete your hardest. It could be 9-9 for half an hour, and you'll be spending, you know, the rest of the time trying to get 1 point. You got to have somebody fast, somebody that can pass and shoot, and then you got to have, like, your little finesse guy. I've got my team. You got yours?
NBA 3-on-3 presented by Rogers. Brought to you by Ford Focus.
Crossed the red line, drives it right back in the Islander zone. Bill Smith leaves it. Gary Hart, covered by Ferguson, goes to Gary Howard, up to Merritt. Mike Pellick goes after him, took him to the boards. Then Gary Howard is bumped by Rex Carlisle. Then Howard gets in with Boutet, starts swinging.
Some of the other Islanders may be looking ahead to Saturday night, but Howard just never quits. Neither does Boutet, for that matter. Oh, you can't get away. Once John D'Amico gets you like that, he's as strong a man as there is in all of hockey. Player, coach, referee, Zamboni driver. You just don't get away from him.
John got him pulled up. And you're going right to the penalty box, Mr. Boutet.
Howard already has 2 majors, one more, and he might get one here, and that would be it. And Smith has been quite a scrapper, too, and heavy on the lumber. John Shannon, one of our statisticians, said perhaps Dave Newell saw his pregame interview the other night when he talked about some of the shots he can hand out if he's given the chance.
Referee has told him he's going to get a major penalty, and if that's the case, he's gone to the dressing room. That's it for Mr. Howard, number 8, Gary Howard.
Here it is again, Howard racing along the boards and colliding with Boutet. Ronnie Ellis in there, too. So we follow Howard all the way down the back corridor. Very interesting shot there. The Islander dressing room off in the corner. Mike Palmateer taking this chance to survey the crowd.
All set to go now. Drouin with Nystrom and Gillies. There's the shot. That's wide of the net. Comes back to the blue line. Pearson hands it to Mike Pellick, and it's shot out and down the ice. Going back for it is Dennis Potvin. Potvin, number 5. Veering pass up to Gillings. Gillings back to Potvin. Over the line. Dropped it back, and Jerry Butler knocked it out. And Jimmy Jones and Jerry Butler continue to really steal penalties. Goes to Jones in the corner. Trying to trap it with a skate. Bill has it. away from him, but it's cleared back. Pearson gets it over to Dennis Potvin. Back to Pearson. Pearson in Drouin's shot. Palmatier stopped that on the short side. Nice run to Drouin. Drouin. Back it comes again. Pearson over to Potvin. Potvin right in front. Comes all the way over to Drouin again. Back out to Pearson. That's his shot. That's wide. By Gillies. Trying to center. He does. Drouin's shot. Stop. Randy Carlisle in for Jerry Butler. Butler. Drives it down the ice. Right on. Cleared up to Nystrom at center. Nystrom shot it over the line. Johansson trapped it. Failed to get it out. Goes into the corner. Krzyzewski getting it back. Here's the shot. They score by Bourne. Into the top right-hand corner.
What a shot by Bourne. Just inside that crossbar, the post. The Islanders get their second goal with just over 2 minutes to play. 2:07 on the clock. From the corner to Bourne. Look at that goal just under the crossbar. The Islanders cut the Leaf margin to 3 now with 2:07 on the clock.
New York Islanders goal scored by number 14, Bob Bourne. Assist, number 21, Mike Krzyzewski, and number 23, Bob Nystrom. Time 17:53.
17:53, a minute and 57 seconds. And it's cleared by Trevor Johansson for Lanny McDonald. Kept in by the Islanders. The shot deflects wide of the net. Dan Maloney lost the puck. Here's a chance. Another shot by Krzyzewski, and that's wide. Lanny McDonald and Dan Maloney. Maloney brings it up the center. Shot the puck in. Goes behind the Islander goal. Price after it. Price gets the puck up to Harris. Harris tender for Krzyzewski again. Over the line. Krzyzewski takes his shot. He missed the net. A rebound to the blue line. Henning had it hit a leg. Came out to Maloney. Maloney over the line. Offside. Sittler. And that means a face-off outside the blue line with 1:14 to go.
Eddie Westfall. Would he ever like to be out there tonight? Played on a Stanley Cup winning team. It's a great start with Boston. They figured he was reaching the end of the trail, but he's had several good years with the Islanders now. And probably as popular a man on Long Island as you could ever find.
Goes back to number 6, Bert Marshall. Marshall with the puck over the blue line. Up at center. Over the line for Henning. Henning's pass taken by Lanny McDonald. Got down to the blue line. As the Leafs have a 5-2 lead with 54 seconds remaining in regulation time. Up the ice for Wayne Merrick. A long shot. Palmatier stopped that. Maloney off the boards for Darryl Sittler. Sittler coming back down the ice with Turnbull. Turnbull tried to keep it in. Goes out to center ice. Lanny McDonald chopped it over to the far wing. Cleared back to Price. Price backs it over onto the wing there. Long shot. Palmatier stopped that. Ian Turnbull around for Maloney. Just lets it go down the ice. And back for it is Pearson. 16 seconds as the puck comes up at center. Nystrom goes back. Nystrom up at center. Fans getting up on their feet. Knocked into the corner. 5 seconds. Maloney gets it behind the net. Got in front. A backhand ends up straight around the building. And the game is over.
Standing ovation for the Leafs. They started rising with about 30 seconds to play. And quite a din in the Gardens now, even though there are a lot of empty seats. People rushed for the exits, figuring the Leafs had this one well in hand.
The biggest stars. Doing what they do best. Every day on Lone Star Cinema.
These days, it seems everyone is suddenly offering you a high-interest savings account. But are they really? Let's take a closer look.
I'll save you the trouble. None of the major banks pay as much interest as ING Direct.
ING Direct has always offered all Canadians high interest, no strings attached.
Ah, strings. The banks are famous for them.
So do their high interest accounts come with strings?
Minimum balance required. I knew it.
Some banks even want you to leave thousands of dollars in your account.
$60,000 minimum? Are you kidding? Just for the privilege of getting the top interest rate.
ING Direct customers always get our top rate.
Even if you start with only $1.
And you know what else? No fees.
$5 per withdrawal? Am I reading this right?
Comparing high-interest savings accounts? Watch out for bad apples masquerading as oranges. If you want the real high-interest savings account with no minimums, no fees or service charges, and no strings attached, then call us.
And like the guy with the accent says, save your money.
Fresh always tastes better to me. I'd much rather have something come out of my fridge than the freezer.
Something like this, for me, is ideal because I don't have to think about it.
You just open the packages, you mix them together and shake them.
It's very good. It's very, very tasty. If I need something at lunch really quickly to help me get through the day, then this would be perfect. It's easy, it's quick, it's delicious, and you can take it to go.
New Maple Leaf Simply Fresh Pasta Shakers. Pasta salads you shake.
Fresh tastes better.
So you're telling me we're both insured, even with our medical history?
That's right. Your life insurance coverage is approved. And we're just a toll-free call away to help you and your loved ones when you need us.
It's never been easier or more affordable to protect your loved ones. If you're aged 20 to 80, you can apply. Plans range from $1,000 to $500,000, with an additional $250,000 if death is accidental, and all benefits are tax-free. Plus, receive our compassionate quality service for pennies a day.
Congratulations.
Well, thanks very much. That's great.
Most plans just ask a few simple questions over the phone, or call your local life insurance broker. It's that simple. Compare our rates. You could possibly save 30% or more, and payments never increase for the life of the policy. And you're under no obligation to buy. Call us now, toll-free at 1-866-945-6060.
Exciting. Exhilarating. Intense. Every day on Lone Star